everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and hey, let's prep for the holidays, for our Thanksgiving meal. I have my lists, 1, 2, 3. I have my book, and I have my recipe binder for Christmas. Let's get going. Today on my list, so this would be Wednesday. I have the day off so I can prepare. I do all the cooking for Thanksgiving. And so we're gonna get 2 butter molds today. I'm gonna cook the turkey today, so I'm gonna get that in the oven here shortly. I do just the basic roasting of a turkey. Nothing super exciting. I just don't. I've tried a lot of things over the years. I always go back to the basic. I like a basic turkey, you know, like butter and herbs and stuff like that. That's about it. I'm not doing the brining. I'm not doing the frying. I'm not doing any of that. No, I'm not. My green bean casserole, cheesy cauliflower, our Betty Ann potatoes, which you guys probably know as party potatoes. I'm gonna do my semi-homemade gravy and get my deviled eggs together. So let's get a lot of this done, because this can be done ahead of time, put in the fridge. If it's cold enough, put in your garage, which is what I do, and stuff like that. So if you missed my video earlier in the day, that was prep from the day before, where I did stovetop stuffing and box mashed potatoes. Easy peasy, right? But they're done. They're 2 dishes that are done and 2 big pans that are put away. And what else did I do? I know I did. Oh, and 2 pies. So yeah, you'll want to check out that video. Okay, let's get going. That's, you know, girl's gonna have a cocktail while we're doing all this. Okay, cheers. Okay, so you know when you go to Gordon's and you can get the cute turkey butter and stuff? Yeah, well, sometimes they're out, right? Do your own mold, whatever. I used to have, my sister-in-law got me a turkey one that I could use, but it got like all warped and then it cracked on me after using it so many times. So, but this one I can use for winter, whatever. They're just chocolate molds, people. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Just go on eBay, go on Amazon, whatever. So this is a leaf, if you can see it, yeah, and this is pumpkin. I'm going to do these 2 here. You just make sure your butter is at room temperature. You're going to push it all in. You'll turn it around, make sure there's no pockets. Sometimes there's a pocket. It doesn't matter, okay? It's still cute. And I will probably do 4 total, so 2 of each. So once I get these filled, I put them in the fridge until they're hardened back up. Then you can pop them out, put them on a plate, cover them with plastic wrap. I'll fill these 2 again, do the same thing, and then I just put them on the plate, keep it in the fridge until tomorrow, till Thanksgiving, or when I need them. All right, so I use a spoon. Now this butter has been sitting out since a whole overnight type thing, so you really gotta squish it down in. Because if you don't, you think it looks good from this angle, but it's not from the other angle. And we can see how it's looking good? But see down here, there's some clear. So I gotta smoosh some more in there. Isn't this easy and fun? And it's just a little extra you're doing for your family to show how much you enjoy the holidays, you appreciate them, and you want everyone to be happy. I love doing this stuff. Okay, still clearish right there. Get in that corner. I love the small butter. Makes me want butter on saltines. What the heck is going on in this corner? Did I push it in the wrong spot? Okay. And they do not have to be perfect. They're just going to devour them anyway, right? So that looks good. Now, this is your reminder. Hopefully your turkey is thawed by now. If not, get it in the sink. Cold water. Get that puppy, rotate that cold water out and get it thawed. Also, you may want to get a couple sticks of butter out. If you're not going to do this, fine. But get a couple sticks of butter out in case you need it for something and then it's softened already. And one cook to another, we know what happens when you're like, oh crap, forgot to get the butter out, forgot to do this. See how they're coming together? I got a couple right here in the middle. Just press a little harder. You could also do this and make like a garlic butter one. That would be really good. I should do that on one. I need a little bit more up here. This damn leaf is driving me crazy. Sometimes you just can't get them to go like in a certain little area and you want to. It doesn't matter. You can tell it's a leaf. It's cute. I'm always meaning to get a new turkey mold and then wait till the last minute, and then they're stupid expensive on Amazon or something and I can't get one, so I'm like, I'll just keep using what I have, right? What I need to do is after the holidays get on there and get one. I think we're good, except for right here. And this to me is like crafting, so it's very soothing. You could even do individual ones. You know how you can find like there's 12 or 24 in a chocolate mold of like little leaves or something like that? Oh my God, that'd be so cute. Be like a little pat of butter. And then you could just take one little leaf or something. Now I want one of those. What is this one making me mad? You know what? Screw it. We're gonna call it good. Okay, those are the first two. Gonna put them in the fridge. And, or you can put them in the freezer, I guess. I'm just gonna put them in the fridge. Okay, so I just dry off my bird. I'm gonna do this real quick because I'm sure a lot of you know how to roast a turkey. I got my oven set at 425 because we'll be roasting it for a little bit, for about a half hour. I melted some butter, put in whatever herbs, what you want. I put some salt, pepper, thyme, sage, and garlic powder. You know what, before I do that, hold on one second. Look it. He can't stand it. He's a turkey connoisseur. Before we get started here, slice up some butter, cold butter, like this. And loosen the skin. Zipper, it's not even cooked yet, man. When it gets cooked, you'll get some. My lord, child. And stuff your butter. It keeps it juicy and moist. Sorry if you don't like that word. And trying to get up in here. You can use a back of a spoon too, but I'm like a barbarian. I don't care. I'll just do it. You can even do like a cold butter mixed with herbs and put it underneath here. I didn't take the time to do that. It'll be perfectly fine. Get it all up in there. And then throw a couple inside. You can't have it right now. It's not even cooked, man. I mean, I know you don't care, but I do. All right, now let's do this. Butter everywhere. Okay, so I also sprinkled some smoked paprika over the outside real quick. I put some chicken broth down in here. I stuffed a half an onion and just a half an onion inside here also to give it some flavor. And like I said, we're doing basic roasting. Basic roasting. Now, I'm going to put it in the oven and get that going. I think I'm not going to cover it yet, but I will cover it in a little while just so it doesn't get too brown. Okay, next up, we're going to do my green bean casserole. It's not very traditional, but yet it is, kind of. I don't know. It's low carb, so. Whoops, Alexa's talking to me. I didn't see. What? Alexa, stop. What the hell? Sometimes a little crazy, don't you think? Anyway, so I have my crock pot. During the holidays, use your liners, people. Use them if they fit. Obviously, if the crock pot is too small, you can't use these liners, but this one I think is a 4, 5, I don't know. It's one of my favorites. So, anyway, so I'm going to go get my canned green beans. I have a ginormous one right now. Don't ask any questions why I got the big one. But anyway, I usually use about 4 or 5 little cans, normal cans of green beans. Gonna need mayo, heavy cream, onion powder, well, garlic powder. I'm gonna saute up some onions real quick and get those going. Those are gonna go in it. Cheese, I know I'm forgetting. Oh, Worcestershire sauce. I think that's it. You may not see the end product in this one, obviously, because this is prepping for Thanksgiving. So, let's get going on that. Okay, right now we're gonna do a cheesy cauliflower casserole. So this was 2 small heads. You could do 1 large. It's probably equivalent to a large and a half, maybe? I don't know. It was 2 very small heads, so that's what I stuck in there. I steamed them in the microwave with, I used this bowl, chopped it up, put some water in it, put saran wrap over it, put it in the microwave for about 6 minutes, steamed it all. So I don't want it totally cooked, but I want it somewhat cooked. Hold on. Okay, so, need about a half a cup, but because this is a little more than a full head, I'm going to do a little more than a half cup of sour cream. Let me get some, hold on. Tired. Tired. Hungry, but I'm waiting for my friend's gonna come over and I'm gonna make a little, just a snacky board. So I'm waiting for her to get here. About equal parts sour cream and mayo. So I'm gonna put maybe a little bit more. And then I'm gonna do some of the ranch seasoning packet. I don't know, tablespoon, a little more than a tablespoon. I'm not measuring. You know I don't measure. Okay. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm gonna throw in, you can cook fresh bacon bits, bacon, whatever. I'm using bacon bits that I have left over. That should be pretty good. I add a little bit more seasoning. Okay. Then let's get some pepper in there. I don't really need salt because that seasoning, you know, salty enough. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. All right. Mix it in. Get all the goodness, get all that ranch dressing packet. Okay, I'm gonna mix it. There, up close and personal now. I did spray the crock pot beforehand. I always spray them. These are smaller crock pots. These are crock pots that go in that, have you ever seen those buffet ones where there's 3 of them in there? That's what this goes into, which is wonderful for holidays and entertaining. So my potatoes went in one, this is going in one, and my stuffing's going in one. And they're deeper and bigger than you think, just so you know. Okay, so now we're gonna put in some cheese, lots of cheese. Pretty much we eat a lot of cheese in this house if you can't tell. So you can use sharp or cheddar. I have cheddar that's already open, so I'm just gonna use a lot. Try not to get cauliflower all over the floor. Got a disaster going. Actually, I don't. My kitchen is pretty clean right now. Hold on. So yeah, that's just my wrapper. My sink's clean. I do need to unload the dishwasher so I can prepare for the next round. And yeah, what do you say? It's pretty clean. Except for right here in this little island here, but I just did this cauliflower, so that's understandable. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm gonna add some more. We'll put some on top also. Oops, I don't want to knock anything over. You're gonna probably want 2 cups. I might be using a little more because this is obviously over the size of my cauliflowers that I use, but all right, get that up there. And I'm just gonna sprinkle some on top. No one's gonna know what anything is because everything's got cheese on top of it. So that is ready. Want to peek at the turkey? See, I covered it up so it won't get too dark. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. So on my little list, I am over half done with the food. It is only 12:17. Hold on one. So I want to do I do need to do 2 more butter molds. I need to take them out and put the new ones in. No big deal. Turkey is just getting ready to come out of the oven, so I just gotta let it cool down and then I can slice it. Green bean casserole is done. Cheesy cauliflower is done. Next will be the Betty Ann potatoes, but I'm waiting for the hash brown things to thaw a little bit because they're way easier to work with when they're thawed out a little bit. My semi-homemade gravy and my deviled eggs. And then this is just cleaning and really the house is clean. I just, we have certain dishes that we use for Thanksgiving and Easter and stuff. So they're downstairs and I always mean to get one of those bags where you put the dishes in it and then I never do. So, did I? I don't think so. So anyway, I want to bring those up, wash them off, make sure they're freshly washed and stuff. Tidy up downstairs. And then I can set up my island and stuff. But I am doing good. Let's check some stuff off. It always makes you feel good to check stuff off, doesn't it? So my butter molds are done. My turkey is going to come out of the oven. The green bean casserole is done. My cauliflower, and look, I'm ahead of the game. Well, not really. It's 12:17 right now, and 12 o'clock I should start Betty and potatoes. But I did have a few groceries delivered, so I took care of those, stuff like that. I don't gravy is going to take me like 10 minutes. This will take me 15 minutes. Deviled eggs will take me about 20 minutes maybe. So as of right now, I'm going to take a nap. That's right. You heard me. I'm going to take a nap. Okay, so now we're going to do up for my nap now. Just so you know, it was great. It was, sometimes you need that little break. So we're going to do what we call Betty and potatoes. If you've been here before, you know the story. If you're new, welcome and thank you. Hold on, Zipper wants out. Anyway, false alarm, he changed his mind. Big surprise. Anyway, these are really what everyone else calls party potatoes and funeral potatoes and, you know, cheesy potatoes, whatever. We call them Betty Ann potatoes because that was our aunt's name, and the first time I ever had them is after I was in the family of my husband, and Betty Ann was his aunt, and way more than an aunt to both of us. And she always made these for every holiday we had and everything else, any get together or whatever, and I loved them. And so I didn't know what they were called at the time, years ago, 20 some years ago. So I just, Chris and I always said, oh, you mean Betty Ann potatoes? And I'm like, yeah. So that's what we've always called them. That's what our nieces and nephews call them. That's what we call them. That's what they are. So anyway, that being said, you need the shredded hash browns. So you can see they look like this. And this is one item I can do in the crock pot, but I don't because my husband prefers, and since this is one of his traditions he's had his whole life, is because he really likes them baked in the oven so it gets crispy around the outside edges because he loves it when it's crispy. I'm not going to deny him that, and I understand. So this is the only thing that really kind of comes out of the oven besides the rolls on Thanksgiving Day. So you need a 16-ounce carton of sour cream, a can of chicken soup, and stick of melted butter. Oh, my back hurts. So I'm going to throw this in. And when I said earlier, the frozen potatoes, it is so much easier to pull them out of the freezer and let them set for an hour or two, because then they're not a solid lump, and it's so hard to stir and mix when they're in a solid lump. And it's like, oh, it drives me insane. So one of those tricks I just learned over the years, you know. I have lots of little tricks. So I'm so organized because I've been doing this for 23, 24 years. Easter and Thanksgiving I host, so I know all the ins and outs. That's also why I have so many crock pots. If you've been here, you know. Because it just makes my life easier. All right, we're gonna mix all this in. At this point, you can put in diced onions or freeze-dried onions. I use onion powder. I'm just gonna, I don't measure. And this is where, if you watched my video probably a few days ago, this is the recipe that our Aunt Betty Ann wrote down for me years and years and years ago, so I can make it at our holidays where we're not with that side of the family. And it meant the world to me. So even though I know what I'm doing, I still pull it out. I even wrote up here, you know, if I put it in at 375, it's 1 hour. If I put it at 350, it's an hour and a quarter. That's her handwriting. I will cherish that for the rest of my life. That makes one of my holidays when I open that recipe. makes me happy. So, this is what holidays are all about to me, our family and cooking and making people happy, and food always makes people happy, right? And if food doesn't make you happy, I don't know. What does? See how much easier it is when you let them thaw out? I mean, they're not totally thawed. They're still frozen, but they're probably a little more thawed than I normally would do. But you know, that nap went over a little bit. Okay, I'm just loosely doing this right now. So I put in the cream of chicken, got all that in. I need some salt and pepper. Let me get my salt and pepper. My nose is running. Salt. Now, on top, when we're done with all this, I choose, now you can also use the cubed hash browns, what are they called, home style or something? I don't know what they're called. Anyway, this is like country style. I prefer these. I think they cook better. She used to make them with these all the time. Every once in a while she'd get the cubed ones. It's like sometimes you can't find them and you get the cubed ones. I do find that they have to cook longer because they're square solid cubes, right? So I just don't like them. I like these better. I think those taste more earthier, you know, and my husband agrees, so we just always stick with these. And I do buy these hash browns in advance because this is obviously a popular dish for holidays, and they will sell out. They have sold out at Kroger's and stuff before. So, what else was I gonna say as a little tip? Oh, on top, now she has written down here that you can use cornflakes or chips on top. I believe I've always eaten it before where she's crushed up chips on top. That's what I prefer. That's what I always do. So, that's what we're gonna do here. These are by no means good for you, and we don't care because they're supposed to be comforting. I'm just putting some more onion powder in. Comfort, comfort, comfort. That's all we care about. Butter. Oh, yum. Yum, 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 yum. All right, so now they wouldn't be cheesy potatoes, right, without the damn cheese. That's right. Let's get the cheese. Okay, sharp cheese or whatever cheese I've used. This is more of the cheddar cheese that I got. 8 ounces of it. You can add more. Our family usually adds more because if you haven't noticed, we really like cheese. Get it all mixed up in there. These are so good. And they're good for breakfast too. I will eat this anytime. So like the next day after Thanksgiving, oh yeah. This is what we're eating. There's usually not a lot left. People do take some for leftovers. You know what I love is that I learned a tradition from my husband's side of the family, and then we're passing it on to our nephews and stuff that that are still part of that side of the family, but they don't go down when we have Christmas with them. Like, it's more adult cousins and stuff, so they don't go down. But it is, and I had my nephews get excited and like, you got the Betty Ann potatoes, right? So it's so cute. And they're adults, don't get me wrong, they're not children anymore, but they're married and kids and everything else, but it's precious to me. All right, might as well lick a finger. Okay, let's get the chips. Okay, so I just use, because I don't want to be tempted. I having chips in the house. Because I will eat them at midnight or something if I'm, whatever, wake up and have to make cocktails. So, I buy these little bags. That way, I'm not tempted. And this is what, This is one of the things I tend to forget sometimes last minute when I'm going through my list. I'm like, oh my God, I need the potato chips. I did buy 2 just in case. I might get the second one out. Because usually I buy it, that's like the Aldi's brand, and normally I buy like a more, like the Lay's where it's a little bit bigger. Okay, I got the second one. You just crush them up. Spread them out so everyone gets some. And that you're just gonna bake at 375 for an hour or 350 for an hour and a quarter. Depends on if you have something else in the oven, you know what I mean? Betty Ann potatoes. Okay, so do you want to see my secret way of making my semi-homemade gravy? Look, I've done a lot of gravies over the years. And sometimes I just don't have time for certain things. So we're gonna put in some chicken stock. Do I usually put the whole thing in? I don't know. No. So I'm gonna bring that to a boil, and then I'm gonna put in this packet of chicken gravy or turkey gravy, whatever. But we're not done yet. Oh no. No. Hold on. While that's boiling, let's we're almost done with the list. Hell yeah. Okay, let's get serious now. Let's get back to what we're doing. Okay, so that's boiling. Add in that packet. It's just from Aldi's. I wanted my silicone whisk, but it's in the dishwasher. So sorry, you're gonna have to hear this. I'll pause you for a minute. Okay, so we're gonna bring it to a boil. Which we did. I've had a distraction in between. We let it thicken. Let's do that for just, what does the little package say? I don't know. Simmer. Let's turn it down a little bit. Simmer it for a minute. If you have your roasting pan gravy drippings, put that in. I didn't really have a lot, so I'm not gonna put that in. That's why I have my secret ingredient. Yeah, baby. Turkey gravy in a jar, which is phenomenal. And if you've never had it, it's amazing. Let me share a little story with you. Young Rachel, back when she was 18, living on her own, working 3 jobs, every night would come home and have this would be my last meal. I'm just telling you right now. It's documented. Cube steak, because they're cheap, right? I didn't have a lot of money, lived by myself. Cube steak, and they're quick to cook on the pan, on the stovetop, right? And I would make instant mashed potatoes, hence why I make them still today. And gravy, yes, not beef gravy, usually the chicken gravy. But chicken or turkey gravy, and then a can of corn, and heat that up and put it over, and I would pile it. It'd be the cube steak, the mashed potatoes, the gravy, and then, oh no, wait, the corn, and then the gravy over top. Oh my God. I loved it. I ate that several days a week. Like, never got fat over it either. I don't understand. Damn young Rachel. Anyway, so that is I'm telling you, that is my weakness right there. I love that. That is true comfort food for me. So anyway, little story. Okay, I digress. Hold on. Okay, so this is getting thicker. We're gonna, ow, almost broke a nail, you guys. I gotta get this open. Little trick. You were never taught that. Just hit it on the counter. Now, I do want to point out, because I've done more canning this year than I ever have. And this is a jar that has the little pop lot, or pop thing. So I'm going to save this jar and use it for canning. Okay, so this may be a little thick. You may be like, Rachel, it's a little thick. It's okay. We're just going to add, it'll get going, but I'm going to put a little bit more water in. Or chicken stock, but I'm not going to run downstairs and get more chicken stock. So, thin it out a little bit. We're going to make it our own. Semi-homemade. A little more pepper. I usually don't put salt, just because it's usually salty enough. I'm going to add some garlic powder. Like I've been slaving away all day at it. Right? And then, like it's came out of the turkey, a little bit of sage. Right? Why not? No one will ever know. Well, unless they watch this video. Then they're obviously going to know. But I don't believe any of my family watches the video, so we're good. And they all like the gravy. So, screw it. Okay, so I'm going to let that simmer just a little bit, and then I'll decide if I want to thin it out just a little bit more. Okay, and that's it. Look, see? It's beautiful. If you want it a little thicker, you could add some more flour in it. I'm just going to let this simmer just for a minute more, but it's enough for everyone. You could add a little cornstarch if you wanted to. We like ours a little bit thinner, so it goes a longer way. I don't know if they like it thinner or not. Screw them. I don't care. I'm making it. So they're getting what I give them, and it goes a long way. So, hey, yeah. Okay, we're down to the last dish. I'm so excited. Okay, so this I found on, I think it was As Seen on TV like 10 years ago, 7 years ago. I don't even use it right, but it works for me. So, you put your little eggie in there. I think you're supposed to do it this way, but I never do it that way. I don't know why, but it works for me. And then you peel off your egg. And now watch, it's not gonna work. But, oh, until the membrane is on there. I hate when that stupid membrane is on there. Ugh. This did not work as well as, oh, you know what? You're gonna sit over there if you're gonna be like that. Screw it. You get to a certain point when you've cooked all day that you're in the, I really don't care anymore mood. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh my God, what is going on with these? I've never had this happen before. Never. Am I putting too much force into it? I don't know. Oh well. I don't care. You're gonna get what you get, people. It's edible. This is making me mad. Okay, let's not do it as much. He woman. I have never had this many problems with this ever doing eggs. I do have extra in the fridge that I already did up, so thank God. But I mean, I expect this. And then I rinse them off, so I just kind of pile them in a little corner here. What the hell? That really makes me mad. Anyway, so I'll get this one done. Because I used to, before I had this thing, oh my God, I would try and peel these things and I'd be cutting myself left and right with eggshells hurt. If you didn't know, you know what? I bet you I probably hit that one too hard. Another, another issue with today is it's absolutely beautiful out, and it's not really an issue. That's why I stumbled there. It is beautiful out, and it's sunny, and it puts me in the mood to cook, and I'm glad. But at the same time, it's kind of hot in here with the oven going and the sun outside. That's why I have like a short sleeve shirt on. See how that goes? All right, you don't need to watch me do the rest of these. Okay, so they're all ready. You know how to do that. I need a spoon. And I don't measure. Are you surprised? I'm not. So, but I did get it all like fluffy. Like I said, I have a few more already made deviled eggs in the fridge that I made today because my friend came over and we were having a little break in the middle of the day. I hope that's not too much. So, my mayo, because I add stuff to it, so you kind of need, see, I don't know. I just don't measure. I'm sorry. Mixy up. Perfect. Bacon bits. Can you see? I don't even know if you can see. I can't tell. Okay. Bacon bits. I'm telling you, if you make them this way, people are going to love it. They're going to love it. Cheese. Did I tell you that we like cheese in this family? I wasn't sure if I got that point across. A little bit of salt, not a lot. Pepper. Did I fill this? Guess we'll see. Ugh. I usually like the thinner, finer cheese, whatever, but this is what I have. So use what you have, right? That's right. See, and look how dry it gets right away. So, and now I got my spoon in there. So now I gotta get this clean. So now I need more mayo, just a little bit more mayo. Moisten it up a little bit. My deviled eggs. I just realized that we have like 16 people come. I always make just one tray and they're always all gone. And I thought, and then sometimes even my husband will be like, I didn't even get an egg. Maybe I should start making two. I don't know. I do have another platter. This is Temptations, if anyone's wondering. I highly support them because obviously my bowls, my dishes are Temptation. But, and I get super excited when I see other people have Temptation in the videos. And this came in a 2-pack. Maybe one of these days I will make double. I don't know. Not today. But like I said, I have some more in the fridge. So if they start eating them and I think about it, I can pull a few more out and just fill them back in. So now we just fill to your little, and I don't get fancy. I don't put it in the plastic bag. Look, I just don't. There's some things I will do. There is a little fruit fly that is driving me nuts. I guess I've learned over the years, certain things you just don't need to do. I mean, if you were doing it for like a really fancy party, but our family is so low-key, down to earth. I don't need to do that. And it'd be different if I was just making the turkey and some, you know, a couple side dishes and a dessert. I'm making it all. So screw it. I'm not putting it. I tried one time putting it in the piping bag. I feel you lose a lot of product. You know? all that stuff you worked for, and then it sticks to the baggie. And yeah, no, this stuff is good. Like, you always have more left over, and I will eat that. I put it in a little bowl, and I'll eat it when I'm hungry, when I'm doing something. And it works out great. So I don't want that left in a baggie. And I can get in here and scrape my bowl clean. See, look at all that that's left over. Now, I used to, back in the day, whoops, that's a little full, worry about if my eggs weren't totally perfect when I took the shells off. I don't care anymore. Doesn't matter. No one cares. They're going to eat it and put it in their mouth, and they don't even pay attention. So, because they know the food is good. That's all that matters. I've learned a lot over the years of what you don't worry about things. Just, as long as it's good, people love it. They don't, I mean, they do eat with their eyes. So, obviously, they want the appearance to look pretty good. But everyone knows my deviled eggs are the bomb. So, they're hearty. They get excited about them. I probably should make a double batch, but not this Thanksgiving. They love them. So there's no, I don't care what the undercarriage looks like at this point. It does make me mad when they rip, though, because then they're unstable. But, all right, I just fill them to capacity. And then look at all this I got left over to eat. Yay! Okay, I just brought 2 that I already made up in the fridge. Put them in here to fill in that little middle. Sometimes I don't put the extra eggs in the middle. I'll do like some olives or something in here. Now I have smoked paprika. I prefer smoked paprika. It is amazing. And if you haven't ever used it, you should. And if you don't use it, just buy it and smell it because it smells amazing. Just a little. Adds a little extra prettiness, but it does have flavor. It's salty and smoky. Oh, so good. Look how pretty that is. Oh my God. Why am I so excited about the deviled eggs compared to everything else I've done today? Look how beautiful. I just love the look of a beautiful turkey. Okay. Hey, we're almost done. Did you want to see the butters? Look how they turned out. Now, obviously, they're not as perfect as the turkey from Gordon's, but I don't care. And I can reuse this mold over and over. So, I wanted to show you the other 2 that I'm popping out. They come out pretty, oh, here. They come out pretty good. Usually, watch now that I'm showing you. And I'm hot. Oh no, don't crack. Don't. There, see? Pops right out. If you want to fill anything in, obviously you can take your warm finger and rub over and make things look a little bit prettier. They'll harden back up in the fridge. If certain sections come out a little wonkety or not at all, you can, why is this one? I feel like I'm gonna hit one of these. You can add just a little bit of softened butter on top. There we go. There, see? I got butter everywhere. Hold on. Okay. But I just usually kind of smooth them out a little bit, so they're not as rough. But you can tell they're pumpkins and leaves, and it still makes me happy. So I don't care, and I don't have to stress out about, shoot, I forgot to get them at Gordon's, or shoot, they're out of them 3 weeks ahead of Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? So, and then if I do things for the holidays, I have a snowman and snowflakes. Cute, huh? All right, you guys. So, Betty and potatoes are done. The gravy is done. The deviled eggs are done. Oh shit. So yeah, we're all done. And this is just Gonna be setting up the island, stuff like that. So we'll see if I do that in a video. I'm not sure yet. It's been a rough one, you guys. I can't even look at myself. I just fluffed it up for you guys. But anyway, I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. Actually, it hasn't been that bad, and I'm used to doing it, so I'm okay with it. And I'm super excited because obviously it's been a few years where we could really get into, last year we did, oh no, this year we did Easter. We did Thanksgiving last year on a smaller scale. But anyway, so I'm excited. I'm excited to entertain. Don't mind all that back there. It's my laundry room. Coke for tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it inspired you to get up off your butt and get your stuff done for Thanksgiving. Is your turkey out? Is your ham out? My ham is ready to go tomorrow. That I will put in the crock pot tomorrow and cook it. The turkey, I just got to slice that up and put it in the fridge, and then it just gets warmed in a crock pot tomorrow. So, with a little bit of broth. So that's it. And then it warms back up. I will probably bring you along tomorrow, so don't worry about it. We're not done yet, people. Anyway, and I'm going to show you my charcuterie report when I'm done. Hopefully it turns out cute. I got these. I got into them though. They're fall. So I did. And when did candy get so expensive? $2.99 for a king size? That is ridiculous. I don't ever buy candy. So, I mean, I guess I'd buy it, but it's for the people at work and I don't eat it, so I don't pay attention. But for an individual, $2.99? Stupid. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it inspires you. Get up and get that meal going. Hopefully you got a few good recipes or some tips or whatever out of it. I don't know. But thanks for joining me all day. It is 3:11. I did good. Oh, yep. Said 3 o'clock. Deviled eggs was the last thing I had to do, which obviously I did the other butter real quick and pulled that out for you. So I am right on track. Now, and I even got a nap, and it was a long nap. Normally I'm a 12-minute nap person. It was a lot more than that. It was probably about 45 minutes. But anyway, but look how refreshed I am. Okay, so I'm gonna tidy up the kitchen, which is not that bad at all. Still didn't change much from the last time you saw it. Get my turkey cut up and put away, and then I'm just gonna decorate. I'm gonna get out, I have an old tablecloth that is in our family. I think it was my husband's grandma's, and then it was passed down to his aunt, and then they gave it to us. So that always goes out. So that tablecloth has to go out on our big table. And then that's about it. I moved some little decorations around for centerpieces because obviously you don't want a table and something in the middle of it that's too big, you know what I mean? So just a little tidy up that way. I got to get the plates from downstairs, wash those, make sure they're all ready to go. And I will set up my crock pots. It's glorious. Okay, maybe I'll show you that, but not in this video. Maybe the next one. Anyway, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. I'd love you to subscribe. I'm trying to hit my 1,000 subscribers, and I am so close. Thanks to all of you for listening and enjoying my videos. I appreciate it. You can hit the little bell. It'll notify you every time that I put up a new video. You don't have to hit it for all, so if you don't want the notification but you just want to subscribe, you're good to go. I understand how notifications can get annoying. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and obviously I do a lot of cooking and a lot of random shit. I don't know. Anyway, I'm tired and I'm not taking another nap. No, I'm good. So I'm gonna tidy up this and get back to what I was doing and decorate, because now that's the fun part. Everything else is done. I could have Thanksgiving right now. Yay! Okay, cheers.